Good morning, everybody from Iowa. Welcome to the WPBA Fairfield Invitational Day 3. It is finally the weekend. I'm so excited. Not that it really makes a difference, but this morning's match is a B-side match. We have none other than Miss Emily Duddy and Sara Miller. I'm going to go ahead and go through just a few of announcements about our players this morning. So Sara Miller, nickname Miller Time, is from Glendale, Arizona. She played for the WPBA sometime starting around 2010, 2011. Her current ranking is 34th. Her highest ranking in the past has been 16th. Pretty high. So she is a Seguro Cup champion. She was a 2015 USA representative in the World 9-Ball, both held in China. 2016-2018 BCA Women's 8-Ball Team Champion. And Sara Miller is currently looking for sponsors. So if you have any, if you're especially in Arizona and you want to support your state, definitely get in contact with Sara and help her out. Her opponent today is Emily, the billiard bombshell Duddy. She is from New York, New York. Her current WPBA ranking is 13th. Her highest ranking in the past is 6th. She is a Mez Tour Stop champion, the Duel of Dames champion, and runner-up in the 2017 Ashton Twins Classic. And she was the 2010 Rookie of the Year. She is sponsored by Amsterdam Billiard Club, Jacoby Custom Cues, In the Zone Sportswear, Tome Billiards, Lipman Lights, J Flower Cases, and Moonlighting Billiards. She also wants us to give a shout out to her coaches, Mike Napolitano and Stu Matana. Hopefully I said those correctly. I've never tried to pronounce those before. So it looks like in the lag there, Emily won that lag and had a nice break. Has a very good clear shot on the 3-ball. Let's see if she can do some work. So Emily has a very consistent and authoritative stroke, I would call it. She has no fear when it comes to playing pool. She's just very confident in her stroke. It's great to watch. I watched her play a few other matches this week. Well, that's just the morning first rack jitters right there. But, and she's been playing very well. So she's letting her opponent Sara get to the table here. What I know about Sara is she can cut very sharp cut shots. She's incredibly good at. She still must have great eyesight. She's also very good at moving the cue ball all the way around the table. Really knows where that cue ball is going to go. Neither player really takes a lot of time to shoot. She wants that to get off the rail there. It looks like it's going to sit pretty close to it. Not that they're far enough. She should be fine. She should put the 7-ball in the side pocket and just roll off the rail, and put the 8 in the opposite side pocket to roll up for the 9 in the corner. That shouldn't be a problem at all. All right, so just as I said, the 7 in the side and the 8 in the opposite side. She got kind kind of the wrong angle on the 8, so she couldn't get close to the 9 here, but shouldn't be a problem. This is just a little tiny cut here in the corner pocket. Staying down on the ball, nice. Ooh, because that's, again, morning jitters. It's that first match of the day. And she's left Emily a straight at 9 ball here, so just got to focus on making this ball. And we'll start the game with, oh goodness, okay. All having a moment. I know that Emily got in here just a little bit earlier and started hitting some balls. Now I know this for a fact. I'm one of the very few people that enjoys morning matches. Most pool players here do not. They play much better at night. That's what they're used to. That's what they like. And morning matches are not their thing. This is 10 a.m. first match of the day, and this might not be their favorite thing. So Sara ended up getting that 9 ball there. So we're going to put her up on the board.
Hi, folks. This is Darren Hamilton. I'm the primary sponsor of this tournament for the ladies to come here in Fairfield. Oh, that was a difficult miscue on the break. So this will give Emily Duddy the opportunity to either come up and re-rack and re-break or take the table as it lies, correct, or not.
I think it depends on how many. Well, she didn't hit the 1 ball first, so I actually think
No.
it's a legal break. So you'd have to have so many balls hit the rail for
Right,
to
right.
take it as
A
it lies.
minimum of three.
So it's going to have to probably be re-rack and Emily's option to break.
Yeah, yeah. And there are very many different little nuances to this game and the way the gals play it versus what we would play in our own local bar here in town. I'm from Fairfield, and I want to plug my Fairfield sponsors that have generously donated here in town. We also have Mad Hatter Billiards, owned by Sharon Stengel, down on the north part of the downtown square in Fairfield. She has 7 diamond pool tables in her facility, and it's a great place to go play and have a good meal. I also want to thank Finney Auto Body, who is a sponsor, one of our last minute sponsors. Also, Beehive, who is doing massage therapy for the gals here inside the arena area and making them feel a lot more comfortable. And we are also sponsored by Holt Family Dental here in town. We're sponsored by um, excuse me, my throat's kind of scratchy. I've been here for every day since the beginning of this, and please come out because it's a little different watching it live than it is watching it on the stream. We also receive donations from the Iowa City Women's 8 Ball League. They have come down and been great supporters of watching the tournament, and also were here during the Pro-Am that we had Thursday night, which turned out to be a huge success for raising money for my local Kiwanis Club. We have a Tumwa Radio Group. They're one of the big sponsors for this event. They have given us a lot of time on the air with them, with commercials and also live interviews and updates of what's going on at the tournament each day. And then we have Pat Deviney Custom Cues. And Deviney is probably one of the best pool player cues that are made. He was Cue Maker of the Year in 2022, and that's a tremendous honor because that's something that's voted on by his peers and has been able to be a top cue maker. And if you have any cues or questions about cues, Pat Deviney is out of West Liberty, Iowa. It's a little known secret here in the state that we have one of the best cue makers here. So we have Servitude Photography, which is the WPBA's photographer here as well, and they're taking pictures from this event. And all right, we're going to resume the action here. Apparently Emily re-racked and re-broke the balls, and she's pocketed her first, the 1 ball. Now she's deciding on how she's going to make the 2 ball and continue on through the rack. The balls appear to be spread out pretty well for a possible run out here, and a good second win by or a first win by Emily, and Sara being already on 1. So I also want to say thank you to Natel and Vic's Auto Body from Iowa City. So those are 2 more of the local people that have helped me out here. The Fairfield Arts and Convention Center, I can't say enough about them. America's Diamond here in town and what they've done for the tournament. And so I've mentioned everybody, but our major sponsors who are Jam Up Apparel, please go to their website and look and find out what they have. They have a complete line of WPBA shirts, jackets, sportswear kind of stuff. Diamond Billiard. We play on diamond pool tables here that are brought in from Indiana. They've all got new cloth on them. Tables are in perfect condition. They're maintained really well here. Even Simonis cloths are on the table. We use those. We also use Outsville racks. I've had a few comments that Outsville racks are normally a light blue color to match the table setup, but ours are specifically made for this tournament, and so they're very colorful. And we'll have a few of those extras that have been used on the tables for sale here. If you want to come by and pick one up, we'll get you one of those for $10. So that's a very reasonable price for an Outsville rack. It's great. It's not like using the plastic rack that you find in most of our bars and pool halls around here. So it's something special, a nice souvenir. We could get some signatures on it if you'd like as well, because all of these players are so wonderful and such great atmosphere here, and it's worth coming out to see them. All right, I'll hand this back over to our professional commentator here, Angela Janik, and she does such a superior job. And I'm glad that you people are listening in with her, and just drop a note and say hi if you can, because Angela would like that very much. Thanks, Angela.
Big shout out and thank you to Darren Hamilton. He is the reason that we have this event. He puts this whole thing together. He worked very hard to bring us here. Love the town of Fairfield, Iowa. Everybody here is nice and they spoil us greatly while we're here. So thank you, Darren. I wanted to make sure to get onto the stream and thank all the people that helped him put this together and helped bring all of this incredible 9-ball action to you from Fairfield, Iowa. So it looks like Emily hit that 7-ball and wanted to kind of punch over for the 8. Didn't quite get far enough. Played a great safety and hid that ball. Sarah's going to opt here to do a one rail kick at that 8. It's about a little less than 2 diamonds. Oh, wow, this really's got a chance. Oh, what a great highlight reel. Can you say highlight reel? What a fantastic kick shot. Nice job, Sara. That was beautiful. I love when that, I gotta remember that. We gotta like grab that clip and do something with it. So Lonnie, when she's in the booth, she keeps a notepad of all of the really amazing shots. So I have to write that down because that's a pretty good one. Nicely done. So alternating break format, and it's Emily's turn here. Got to update the score. Had to say bye to Darren. He's off to do other great things here. I'm still making my note about that awesome kick shot there by Sara. So Emily had a great, fantastic break. However, was not rewarded by that awesome break and couldn't see the one ball, so opted for a push. So we are about 15 minutes into this stream, and I've got to call out some people that are hopefully watching and can make a comment in the chat. But Emily wanted to have a little shout out and say hi to Janie on the West Coast, which is Mom, and her husband Neil on the East Coast. Hopefully you both are on and together this morning and watching Emily do her work here, and put something in the chat so when she goes back to watch this, she can see that you're on and supporting her. So she hit the one ball there, and just unfortunately it just rolled to an unfriendly place for her. Good for her opponent Sara, but this is not a easy combo. This is difficult because the 9 ball is so far away from the pocket that you have to hit this perfect. Yeah, so I mean it's so far away, but looks like she tried to play a double shot here and executed that perfectly. Put enough speed on the cue ball to move it all the way down to that end rail. And from what I can tell, the one ball does not clear the 3 into the corner pocket, but there's a good safe here. We'll see if Emily can't tie up that ball. Okay, so what she was trying to do, which is really hard, shooting off the rail in that distance, she was trying to hit that one ball and just put it past the 3, not hit it, but past, and then roll that cue ball up behind the 3. She didn't hit it very hard, so that's good. Left Sara nasty cut shot either direction. I would opt to go for the opposite corner here, but she also has, now that's pretty. Well done. Well done, Sara. Now let's see if we can tell. Yeah, she's not froze up against that ball, so the one rail kick is open. And she just missed it. Just missed it. So the problem ball here is the 4, being that the 3 is, if you look at the track between the 3 to the 4, the 7 ball is in the way. The 9 ball is also not in a great place because if you go to get around to make the 4 in a corner pocket, the 9 is really in an ugly place. Now, Sarah's can draw a ball incredibly well because she looks like she's pretty straight on this 3. She's going to draw this thing straight back unless she's got enough an angle to go forward. Does she? Let's see. Wow, she hit that beautifully. Is it gonna make it? Is it gonna I think it did. It did. Yes, so this is a beautiful place to be. She can stun this ball and just a little bit below center and slide over for the 5. Wants to make sure to control the speed so it doesn't go popping over. Beautiful. I like simple pool. Simple means more wins, more games. And the 7 in the side is absolutely what she's eyeing up right there. Just take the natural angle of the 5. I would put just a tad bit of outside or left-hand English on this cue ball. Really nothing else other than that. And just come over for the 7 in the side and 8 really in the opposite. Ooh, she hit that a bit too hard. Yeah, so she's lost a little bit of her angle there, and she's also got the cue ball on the rail. However, really I think she just has to make this ball because the 9's kind of farther down the table and the 9 should still go in the side. But cutting a ball into a side pocket, shooting off the rail is still incredibly difficult. So notice how she really just committed to that. Very well done. Let's see if she can just finish this last 9 ball. Doesn't look like a whole lot of angle. Nothing really needs to be done other than just rolling it in, just like that. Beautiful. So Sarah's got a little bit of jump here on Emily, 3-0. See if Emily can get back in the game. However, right now I believe it is Sarah's break. All right, so that score updated. All right. Sarah's got a good break this time, but I don't know if she's going to get a reward. Definitely not a reward. She can't see that 1 ball. I would opt for a push here and not try for a safety because where the 1 ball is, if you thin it on the right, you risk scratching in that pocket. And from this distance, it's really hard to control that. So I think if you were perfect, yeah, you could, try it. I can't see well enough that far away to do it. If you haven't yet, please take the share button there in YouTube and oh, she didn't quite get far enough up with that cue ball. She was trying to do a kick there and slide, I think, the cue ball up table, but unfortunately left Emily a shot. This is Emily's opportunity to get on the board right here. If you haven't yet, please take that button there in YouTube and click share and share it to whatever social media sites you have, groups of friends, pool communities, things like that. Whatever you've got, give it a share. We're going to be doing this all day long. I think we have 6 matches on the stream today. This will be number 1. I think we have one at noon, one at 2, and then they start again after a little bit of a half-hour break at 4:30, and then 3 more matches into the evening. So, full day of pool. Hard to tell here how much room she has if she actually just stops the cue ball dead in its tracks on that 4. If she'd have a good clear shot on the 6 without the 7 being in the way. Nice. Well, she shot that perfectly. She had just enough of an angle to slide it over, so it was really well executed. And this again, take what the table gives you. So there's nothing required. If she's a little bit steep on the angle, you can use high English, which she's doing. As you can see, she's high on the cue ball, and that just kind of keeps the angle that she wants. She doesn't want to be straight in on the 7. It doesn't look like she is at all. She actually looks perfect. Yep, nice angle. So she's going to want to hit this to where when she comes off the rail, she either is slow to keep an angle on the 8 or make sure she gets more out to the center of the table to leave the opposite angle, but never want to be straight in on the 8 ball. Okay, so she wants it to stop right there, give herself an angle. Perfect. Now there's multiple ways that you can shoot this shot. I prefer not to draw out of it because of the side pocket. But actually looking at this view and where that ball is, she can draw out of it. I don't think she'd get close to the side pocket. You can also follow down to the top rail. You'd have to put either maybe a little inside or a little outside on it to make sure that you're not getting... Okay, so she put outside. She wanted to come back this direction. But not getting the rolls that she needs this morning. That ball just hit the inside of the pocket, or the left part of the pocket, which made it bobble. If you hit the right side, or where I say is called pro side is where the black rubber pocket itself and the cloth of the rail meet. And when you're shooting a shot into those corner pockets, you always want to aim for that pro side, or that inside of the pocket, because no matter how hard you hit, that ball, it's always going to go. Oh, she cannot hear me. That would not make me a pleasant person if the players could hear me. We actually have a sound wall up in front. We are in the room, but there's a big wall on our stream table so that our voices do not carry out onto the arena floor. So that would be dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Because sometimes I do ohs. If any of you have ever listened to me do commentary before, I can't control it. Sometimes it just ohs just come out. I'm going to make the assumption that neither Sara or Emily are morning people. They're not. So Emily originally had this rack. She did some work and just bobbled that 8 ball. Let's see if she can redeem herself here. She did. Wiped its feet just a tad bit. But doesn't matter. She's on the board. Uh-oh, I must have missed a joke there. All right, so, ooh, nicely done. Emily has a powerful break this morning. That she's definitely got going for her. Very powerful break, having 0 issue. She actually made the one on the side and not the wing ball. Some people can know their break well enough that they can always do that. I'm happy if I make the wing ball. She was not rewarded with that powerful break though. The 2 is not a good spot. However, this is a full table of balls. She's got lots of options. Wants it to tick right behind that. Yes, nicely done. Definitely not a window there. Clearly behind the 3, the 8's probably blocking as well. Alright, so foul there by Sara, giving Emily ball in hand. Nice table. Emily's doing that thing. Or she's thinking about doing that thing. So something Emily is very good at, which she's going to change her mind, is getting people in the 3 foul rule. She can 3 foul you pretty easy. So she decided that this was a rack she can go ahead and play out. Needs that cue ball to slow up here a little bit. Well, she's all right. This is going to be... Well, that's pretty thin. So there's a lot of... the cueing has to be... It's kind of like digging into the ball or dragging into the ball, if you choose, other than the fact she's going to have to go 2 rails. Or bank. I didn't see that. I don't bank a lot. How about a bank and safe at the same time? Fantastic. That works gloriously. Okay, so Sara's going back to her chair, probably to get a jump cue. I like that the cue ball is close to the head rail here, which if it's close enough you can put your hand on the rail. It gives you a little bit more height for a successful jump. That's probably, yeah, so, oh no, she's got her hand on the table, so this shouldn't be a problem. I usually don't jump a whole lot from center of the table. Oh, wow. Wow. She made that look easy. I like to put my hand on the rail. It gives me a little bit more height. I don't jump as well on center of the table. So here, she's got a nice window. Yeah, this nice window. This is a great opportunity to hide this cue ball. She's got to make sure to clear the 3 or split them, but go get that ball just a little bit. I think she got there. Well, yeah, I think the 8 ball is definitely in the way of the 3 to go direct. But there's a good 2 rail kick here. The 1 rail kick would be very difficult because of the 4 ball. And I don't think she can go the other way. I would definitely opt for a 2 rail here versus a 1, just because I wouldn't want to impact that 4. It'd be pretty accurate. So if you were to hit, say, what you're looking at on your view, the left side of that 3, the 4 could potentially come into play. That was exactly what I was worried about. That's why I would not have done a 1 rail kick. I would have done a 2 rail right there, to make sure that you were not going to impact the 4. So she's got, looks like six balls left on the table here to run out. I like her odds. She needs to get warm here. I feel like I could bring her a cup of coffee and say, yes, you're a morning person. I love morning matches. I wish all mine were morning matches. I'm odd. So here she is not straight in. I can see the angle when she is down. Yeah, she's definitely has a little angle. And so she can choose. She looks like inside English. Yeah, very nice. I liked that choice right there. I liked that choice a lot. That worked out perfectly. So she just kind of stunned the ball with a little inside to make sure that it didn't go to the opposite side pocket, the cue ball, to prevent a scratch. Give herself nice shape on the 6. Depending on what angle she has, you could stop it there or you could draw back a little. If you're clear of the side, to give yourself, so yeah, just a little bit, perfect. Love the angle she has now on the 7. This is very easy to get shape on the 8. You can play this two ways, but yeah, where she's kind of eyeing up, you want to put a bit of outside English on this ball, and in my opinion, a little low English on this ball. So she's actually just doing some outside, I think, and high English. So she got there. She left herself a little bit of more of an angle than I would have liked, but that low English would have pulled it wider, and it would have gone more towards the 9, that angle, versus straight up the table. My eyes aren't great, so I love an angle, but not a big one. But she kind of used, she's got inside English on this, so she's going to try to hold this for the angle. So, she's lucky that didn't hit. Very well played. She definitely needs this rack so she can keep that gap down to just a 1 rack lead for Sara. Oof, duh. That one worried me for a second, but she's okay. All right. So Sara's break, very strong. Both these players have really strong breaks. So she's got that, she's awful close to that side pocket, obviously, but you can see she has room to do something with that one ball. I would not be aggressive here. There's definitely some safe options. I think a little angle. You could put the cue ball into the 7 and 2. Depending on speed control, make sure that the one goes to the rail and freezes up on one of those balls there, just like that. So that's, I think, all right. I don't know if it went past the 7. I would have slowed that down a bit, just to make sure that the ball kind of froze there between those. I think it went far enough that if she can't see it, she can probably clip it. She might have to put some inside or left hand English on the cue ball to clip that. Thing about that is that it makes the cue ball go this direction. You really want the cue ball to go back like that. So she could see a bit more of it than I thought. If it wouldn't have hit that 6, it would have traveled up to this top rail, and it would have been a much more difficult shot for Sara. So hopefully the live scores are being updated by all the players on Digital Pool. I'm going to try to hop over and see how they're doing when we get just a moment here. Nice, nice shot. She's going to be able to see the 2. I don't know if she's going to be able to make it. Ooh, wonderful. Here we go. So we do have live score updates on Digital Pool. Looks like there's Savannah Easton playing Mary Avena. She's leading 3-2. Caroline Powell in the lead. Nicole, Vero, and Lonnie are tied 2-2. So I'll continue to go back to those live scores here shortly and let you know how the other matches are going. Ooh, that was a tough shot. Reaching for the cue ball and having to cut that ball so thin. Really, really tough shot to attempt there. And I believe, if we can see, boy, that's close. The 3 ball also is really tied up. I mean, you've got to get into a very small window to make the 3 in the corner pocket. So yeah, I think what she's eyeing there is stopping the cue ball where it's at and then playing safe on the 3, which is a good choice. Oh, it didn't clear. So it's right into that 7 ball. But she did not leave a shot. Sara sees an easy safe. Walking up, I'm just going to slow roll and split these balls with the 3 in between. Just wanted to hit that just a little bit softer. I cannot send a ball like that, but I think Emily can. She's good at this, and she can see the edge of a ball and just barely. Yeah, see that? Look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Can you say perfect? I can. That was perfect. That was beautiful safety. Love it. Incredible. Really, really nice speed control on that, and just her ability to just barely get that 2 on the way. So nicely done. Sara's looking at, I think, just a straight 1 rail kick straight at the ball, which could be a good choice because there's traffic there. It could impact the 2 and hit the rail and come off and hit the 3 and maybe hide behind the 8. It's one of those things where I would not smack at this. I would go a very, very moderate speed, just ball speed. Just want to impact it. It doesn't have to travel far to be a legal shot to hit the rail. So I wouldn't put a whole lot of speed on this. There's really not a reward if you smack at this because then you're going to open up that cluster. And you really don't. You want to keep it tied up. So it's a real slow shot. Okay, so she opted to hit it with a bit more speed, and she got rewarded. She had a little roll there where you can't control how it was going to come off of that 8, but it left the 2 in a really nasty spot. Now, there's some great options here to send that 3 up table and bring the cue ball back, or the opposite, but oh, she double kissed. Is she going to get behind that 8 or the 9? She did. Sweet. So at the beginning of this set, Sara made a beautiful 1 rail kick on the 8 ball. See if she can do it again with this one. 2 rail in the corner, Oof. So close. Look at this, though. Is she going to get there? Oh, so close. A little bit more and I'd have been tied up. This is a makeable ball in the side pocket with shape on the 3. Absolutely. Side pockets are tough, so she's just got to make sure to pocket this. Roll the cue ball up. Or if she doesn't like it, that's what Emily does right there. She's so mean. She is so mean. That's what she's supposed to do. It just depends on if you're a more offensive or defensive player. I like when I get an open shot because if Sara kicks at this ball and it leaves it nasty again, and you don't have a good safety or you don't have a good shot, you know what I mean? However, this is a really tough ball to hit, so Emily was opting to say, I'm going to try to do this and get ball in hand. Yep, and that it worked in her favor. So now Emily's got ball in hand. Good choice. So Emily's doing what she does. I explained earlier that she's incredibly good at doing a 3-foul on a player. So this, I can tell you, Sara needs to hit this ball no matter what. I don't know if the 8 ball is in the way of the track of this. If it is, it's going to be very difficult to hit. Very difficult to hit if the 8 ball's in the way. Might have to put some reverse English on here if she doesn't have the right angle and she hit the 8. That's 2. So Emily is going to come up to her and tell her that she is on 2 if she decides to play another safe here. And all she has to do is execute this safety perfectly, which she is very good at. Look at the distance that she's put between the cue ball and the 2, making this so much more difficult to kick at. There's tons of traffic in the way. The 1 rail is obviously open. I would, if you're not confident in 2 or 3 rail kick shots right now, that's probably one of Sara's options. I would not go 1 rail to the side because of all of this traffic in the way. How do you know you're going to hit the window in between the 6 and the 9? And this is risky. This is just risky. Oh, she tried a Z shot. Didn't work. I probably would have gone for that 1 rail option. So I was not wrong earlier when I was telling you Emily will 3-foul you all day long. And she just successfully did to tie it up 3-3. Nice job. All right, so she had a very good break there again, but this time she was rewarded with a great shot on the 1 ball. She's going to have to get some cue action going on to get to that 2. Well, she's got a window there. She didn't want to hit that 8. She wanted to slide up and miss that 8. I don't think she had enough angle on the 1. So I've got a board in front on the table here to block my voice from traveling out to the players, but I have this tendency to stand up and watch Lonnie. So I know she's playing right now. I wish I could be down there to support her, but I got to be up here working. So this is going to be a really good choice here. Very nicely done by Sara. That was an excellent shot. She created quite a bit of distance in between the cue ball and the 2. Hit it nicely. Hit the, just to bring it back, make sure that the speed had it bounce off the rail and go back to the center of that top rail. And I'm pretty sure that, oh, the 5-ball's scaring me right now, but okay. If that 5-ball wasn't there, it would have been a lot easier to get to that. 2-ball. The 5 just really looked like it was in the way, and clearly it was, and kind of changed how Emily judged that shot. So this is a good looking table right here. I like it a lot. 2 to the 3 is really easy. 4, I'm not sure if it goes in the corner past the 6. I think it does. So she's got some options here. Or she can pull it back too. And Sarah's very good at draw. Oh, she actually, that was really good. She felt confident in that. I like seeing a confident stroke. Nicely done. A little bit low outside English to come around the 6-ball. She's got a nice angle to come off the rail. You don't want to get straight in on the 6, but you don't want to be a huge angle because of where the 8 is. You really want to put the 8 up here in this corner pocket because it's away from the side enough you don't have to cut that. So not straight, but close. Or really get on that ball. She really got on that ball. Way too much. That was way too much stroke there. She put all of it in there. So now she's stuck in a bad spot. A lot of the traffic is gone. Safeties are harder. And I don't think she can. I mean, the only way to make this ball is to bank it somewhere. Otherwise, she's got to play safe. We just don't have a whole lot of balls left on the table to hide from. So she might take her extension here. We do have a 40-second shot clock. So she's probably going to take her extension and think heavy. She's tied now. She's lost her lead. She was 3-0. So she's going to have to really think. This thing is about, thinning the 6 on the left side of the 6 and launching the cue ball up table. She's looking at trying to avoid hitting that 8-ball because you hit the 8-ball, you sell out. Yeah, Sara can draw. Full table. No issues at all. She when she strokes a ball, it just goes. So she's going to try to avoid the 8 here. She did that. She did that. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, she wanted to make sure that the cue ball stayed behind the 9. However, this is not a bad choice. Look at the distance she created. She controlled the speed of the shot, leaving the 6 right there in the center, not makeable, other than a bank, which I do not like in these positions. Your cue ball is so close to the rail, the bank is that much harder. We'll see. Emily is a very defensive player, but she banks incredibly well. Oh, this will work. No, no reward for that. Emily did not plan that. She didn't hit the ball full enough. She hit it too thin, which launched it into the 8. She wanted to clear the 8 and make it into that corner pocket for that bank, but there's a safety here. It's hard to execute, but she needs to split the balls, put one on one side, the other on the other side of the 9. Ideally, that's what she's going to try to do here. Yep. That's incredibly well done. Perfect speed control. Split those balls with the 9 in the middle. Exactly what she needed to do, and she executed it flawlessly. So this is just a 1-rail kick. She's aiming it up. You want to try to make this into the side pocket. The thing about hitting it this direction is the cue ball is going to come up and stay here by the 9, and the 6 ball, if it doesn't go in the side, should go down table. So this is a shot where you want to control your speed. So if you miss the 6 doesn't float all the way back over to a corner pocket. And that's really the main concern here. Oh, goodness, she missed it. I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. It looks like when she cued that, she put a bit of English on there that she didn't want. And, oh, Emily. Oh. That's a oh for me. I have to look away from the screen for a moment. She's laughing about it, and so is Sara. Nobody ever wants to miss on a given ball in hand like that. It's, Emily just had a moment. Let's say a couple words in my mind for her right now, because that's a moment. Nicely done by Sara with the bridge. Perfect speed. This should have been, actually, the way this rack's gone back and forth so many times, I don't know whose rack it was supposed to be. Okay. Well, unfortunately, it should have been there at the end, Emily's rack, but Sara's taken it. All right, we're back. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a little break. I had a significant amount of coffee this morning. Miss Skylar Hess was sitting over here in the spectator seat, so I just grabbed her for a moment. We're getting her used to doing some commentary for us on the WPBA. So I'm going to hand her the mic here and let her go through this rack with you. If I don't get back to update the score after this, I will. Definitely keep track of that. So everybody, here's Skylar.
Okay. Okay, so this is Skylar. I'm back again. And so she's shooting the 2-ball. All she has to do is come a little bit up for the 3-ball. So I don't think she got straight on this ball, so she's probably going to put bottom on this and stun the ball up the table for the 4-ball. So she didn't get straight on this ball, so she's either going to roll this ball up and leave herself on an angle for this 5-ball, or yeah, I'm pretty sure she's just gonna roll it up and leave herself an angle. She doesn't want to go too far. I didn't think she had that much angle to stun it over. That was a good shot. So this I'm sure she's just gonna roll up, use a little bit of English, come up for the 7-ball. Yep, just like that. And then she's just going to stop the 7-ball, leave herself a little bit of an angle for the 8-ball. Just roll the 8-ball in with a little bit below center, and she should be perfectly fine. Or she also could make the 8-ball come off the rail and get on the other side of the 9-ball. That's totally what she prefers. I would just come off the rail and go to the other side of the 9-ball, but that's just what I would do. Pretty sure that's what she's gonna do now. Yep, just like that. And all she gotta do is hit this ball good, make it. So that was a nice little out by Emily. So I cannot touch any of the buttons because I do not know how to work them, but it is currently 4-4 now. It's definitely fun to come and watch these ladies play. You definitely learn a lot from them. Emily does have a nickname. So she scratched. She has a nice little table. So she could either, I don't believe the two ball goes in the side without making a 7. So she's probably going to, she has a roll up for the corner, for the two ball in the corner. So I'm sure she's just going to make the 7 ball, hit it nice and soft so the 2 ball stays in the pocket. Leave the cue ball in the same area. Yeah, she hit that a little too firm. That's unfortunate. I don't believe the 2 ball goes in the side now. It's 4-4. I believe she tried to play safe there. This is not an easy shot, not for anyone, but she can see the ball, so. If she makes this ball, she has to worry about is making it, because the natural angle of the cue ball, anywhere on the table, she has the 3 to the 4. So, the combo. So she's just gonna roll this in. Yep, just like that. Oh. Now she's probably gonna use a little bit of top with this ball to make the 3 ball and let the cue ball come off the rail a little bit. That way she has a shot on the 3 ball. Oh, wow. Just like that. Now, this, she's probably going to, pretty sure she's going to try to shoot this ball, the 5 ball on the side. So, all she has to do is roll the 3 ball in, bounce off the rail a little bit. Oh, dang. She chose the other side. No, I think she got straight in the corner, so she's got a little angle, so I mean, either shot, she can either put bottom on this and make it in the corner, kind of bring it back for the 8 ball, or she can cut in the side, but that's really tough, so I don't think she's going to do that. I think she's going to cut it all the way in the corner. It's a nice medium stroke. bring the cue ball up for the 8 ball. Oh, that's unfortunate. I believe, I don't know if it goes, but no, the 5-9 does not go unless it's not frozen. And she kind of can cheat the 9 ball in, but I think this is a tough shot in general. I mean, she can play safe, but that's tough. And she go for the 9, or she can go for the 5 ball in the other corner, but she's got to worry about bumping into the 9 and scratching and not hitting the 9 and not getting shape on the 8 ball, so she's got a lot to worry about here. She might just go 2 rails and flow it in. Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. That was a really good shot. Now, Emily might try to make this 5 ball or go for the 9 ball, but the 9 ball, if she makes it, she's got to make sure to thin the 9 ball. That way she doesn't scratch after making the 9 ball. Oh, she hit it too thin. Now she could either play safe on this 5 ball, push the 5 ball up by the 8 ball, and leave the cue ball on the bottom rail, or she could, yeah, or she could stun the 5 ball, hit the 5 ball, stun it into the 9 ball. She's got to make sure she doesn't scratch behind the 9 ball. All she's got to do is hit it. Oh, I think the 5 ball's, oh. I think Emily's probably going to try to run this out. Just either side of the 8 ball is fine. She gets on the other side of the 8 ball, she can combo the 9 ball. Or if she doesn't, she can make the 8 ball in the corner, or she can bank the 5 ball into the 9 ball like that. That was a really good shot.
All right, the players have chosen to take their player break right now, so I'm going to leave this screen up here for a moment until they come back. All right, we're back. So I got a question in the chat. Who's up next on the stream? Because we are going to go through the B side a little bit here until about 4:30. Who is on the stream next depends on who wins or loses the matches that are currently being played. And so we might know who's waiting for them, but we don't know who the opponent is yet. So I believe it's Susan Williams that's probably going to be on the stream, but her opponent is yet to be determined. I think the last time that I looked, the winner of the match between Vero Menard and Lonnie is who's going to be up on the stream next against Susan Williams. I'd have to check that to be sure. But you can go to Digital Pool, look up the Fairfield Invitational for the WPBA and see the bracket. And if you see Table 3, which should also say Stream next to it, you can confirm everything I just said there. So alright, so she's opting, it looks like, for a 2-rail kick here. She definitely got that second rail, but got too early on that second rail to hit that ball. Now there's a good option here where, because the one's really not makeable anywhere, where Emily just fouled for Sara to lock this cue ball up and get her on 2. Would be redemption, considering that her opponent has already won a game on a 3 foul. She overhit that quite a bit. Again, just speed control. Emily can't see it. And is the 1 rail open that way? No, she's going to have to go the opposite way. This shouldn't be a problem, though, to hit this ball. Really close, not a lot of distance. Just got to make sure to get the line right. Not sure if she's going to go for a 2 or a 1 rail. I think she's going for just a 1. Yeah, just a 1 rail. Very nice. It was almost set to track for that corner pocket there to give Sara a shot, but it did not. So she's got this ugly 1-9 thing that's not attractive. I think she's looking at the window here to put the 1 in between here and slide the cue ball up to the 5. That's an option. It's a finesse shot, just to really let the ball just kind of just hit and then just slightly roll forward. Oh, no, she went for that. That's a tough shot. Oh, she tied up the 2 and the 5. So much distance and the angle wasn't straight on that combo. That was very difficult. So that was a really good safety there by Emily. These ladies are doing a lot of kicking and safing, and oh, nice shot. So I guess she didn't get a reward out of that, but that was great kick. So the thing is, this 2-5 combo, because they're so close together, very attractive. I like it a lot. I do. I like it a lot. She's looking at where she wants to be to get that 2-5 combo. The 3, don't like where the 3 is out. The 4 makes it the shape. Oh, she's going to try and knock this out. Oh, close to your work. Close to your work. Froze to your work. Oh, but look. Oh, but look. Oh, but look. She'd have to jack up completely on this cue ball and hit straight down on the ball like a draw shot, but really high, or if she's comfortable with how, if she shoots completely to the left or right of it, how it's going to fly. Oh, she's going to play safe. Yep, here we go. Oh, she needs to get more. That wasn't enough. That was hard to do. Clearly left the line here. Yeah, I can clearly see the ball. So this is a... Are we playing safety pool today? Because that seems like this match is just full. Oh, is she going to make this ball? Is she going to make this ball? Oh, look at this. I'm jumping out right here. If she can't, I can't. Yeah, there's no way for me to... I want to see if she can get through there or not. Boy, if she can't jump out. She must be able to. Yep, she can see it. Oh no, she's going to go rail first, right? This is a really good... Oh, she can do it. Yes, nice. Really good shot. Nice speed. Very well executed. Okay, so here is Emily's chance to take a 2-game lead. Really, I like this. I like this look a lot. I'm going to just nice and slow on that ray ball. Beautiful. Leave herself an angle on the 4. We're basically going to kind of do the same thing. She might punch it just a little to keep the cue ball out. Again, in the center of the table is where she really wants that cue ball to be, but not too far or a little farther. She wants to make sure she, the center of the table is going to leave a pretty straight in shot on the 5, which she does not want. So yeah, she looks like she's a little bit below center, so she's going to punch this ball. Punch. Slow down, baby. Come on. Or go faster. Pick one. Okay. She was opting to take the cue ball back to the center of the table and then it's a tad bit further to give herself an angle to do the same kind of shot in the other corner pocket to get back for the 6. It just hit it a bit too hard. She just let her stroke out there a bit much. Maybe shorten up that bridge or something, or... Which actually, Emily has a really good bridge. She's a short bridge, which is good. She's so good at banking balls. Oh, so close, but look at this. Double shot. Nice dual shot there. Try for the bank, but play safe at the same time. This is a very makeable kick shot, I'm just saying. It's so close to the pocket. There's so many possibilities. Speed, control, and really important. But this is a very makeable. Actually, I've seen Allie, Kelly, all the top players make this kind of ball right here very consistently, even though it's a little bit away from the pocket. It's makeable. Oh, did you see how it kind of swerved off when she hit the rail? There was, I think, a bit too much English on that ball. This cloth is new. So in that shot there, you really don't want to put a whole lot of spin on the ball and take, but if you saw it hit the rail, it just kind of widened out quite a bit. That was English on the ball. I wouldn't have put anything on it. I would have just gone straight tangent to the kick and left it there. If I can see, the 9 is in that place. I hope Emily has seen that. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Look. Okay, so she knows she's got to make that 9 all the way down table, because it does not go in the side, or if it does, I can't make it. Yeet. She's gonna try and get pretty straight here. Yep. No, not straight. She's going to have to hold this ball quite a bit. She wanted to draw that back up a lot more because the other angle leaves you an option to go to the top rail and down towards the 9. Here she's going to have to control the speed so that the cue ball just rests on that other rail. It makes it a lot harder because you tend to sometimes decelerate, and you don't want to do that on a shot, but you don't. See, it's just really hard to control the speed there. She's going across the line instead of into the line, and if you don't know what I mean by that, feel free to ask. She's going to have to look at the side pocket here and see if she's just in a perfect place to make that. It is incredibly difficult to make it in the side. But yeah, I think she's going for it. This is a really hard shot, y'all. I can't explain. It's so close. Oh, okay. Couldn't tell. Yeah. She's just not happy with that. Not happy at all. Oh, yes, I haven't looked at the live scores. I'm not going to be there long, but yes, Savannah Easton up 7-4 over Mary Avina. She has come back with a vengeance and very quickly. All right, let's see if Sara can pocket this ball and tie it up. She did. Oh, goodness, we are tied up 5-5. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Savannah Easton woke up. I don't know if somebody gave her a cup of coffee, some sugar, some M&Ms. I don't know what. She hit a high gear. She closed out her set. Look at the ladies getting the rack off there. We don't get too technical with that, by the way, if you've not noticed. So our games are not all ball fouls, just so you know. So, oh, she didn't want this. She didn't want this. She didn't want this. She didn't want that. Oof. Duh. Yes, I hope I introduced myself. Oh, I did at the beginning, but it's been a while. Yes, this is Angela Janik from Ohio. Sitting with you at the stream booth today for our early morning match. These two players started off just a little rough this morning. I don't think they like morning matches. I'm pretty sure they both like evening matches. I can tell you, though, that the safety game within this match has been awesome. Been playing safe left and right. We're quite a significant time in on this. They're on a shot clock, so it just tells you how much back and forth has been going on, that we're only 5-5. So the next stream match is supposed to start at noon, which is when I play, just so you know. And this match might go over or close to that. We will reset the stream, so each match on YouTube will be separate. It'll probably take about 3 or 4 minutes to do that, depending on how fast I am. We're also waiting for the winner of another match before we know who's going to be playing on stream. And we'll see if we can't tell where that match is. Oh, it's tied 4-4. So we're going to be late. I can tell you right now, we're going to be late on our match at noon. But just know that it will be on as soon as it's ready to go. Great save by Sara. This is what this match is like. We're going to do a one or possible... or two rail kick here, depending on what angle she likes to go to the three. She chose the two. Oh, but oh, oh, see that's just bad luck. Hitting that side pocket on the way back, the cue ball, and then the speed I think was a bit much because it launched the two all the way back over, but that's a really tough outcome to control. So she should be able to slide. This would be low outside English. You definitely want to use low outside English to get behind the 7 to get to the 4, which is what she did. Very nicely done. This year she wants this cue ball off of the rail. She needs options to get to this 5. And that cue ball on the rail did not give her that, so that's a problem. Mike, you are incorrect. I prefer a morning match. I would love to be playing right now. I'm weird. Morning matches are the best. Okay, she's jacked up here because she really needed to get off the rail so she could start to create more of an angle. Five ball does not go anywhere. Not from here. Not from where the cue ball is going to lie after hitting the 4, unless you've got a jacked up stroke draw off the rail backwards, put the 5 in the opposite corner back. Yeah, it's not likely. But you can make the 4 and execute a very nice safe off the 5. I do not believe those balls are touching. So that's what she's looking at, is what angle she's going to get. I would expect her to make the 4 in a corner pocket, hold the cue ball, and then play a nice safe on the 5. Thank you for sharing. Oh, wow. Emily, what a stroke. Holy cow. She moved that cue ball. That was an incredible stroke, but does she like where she's at? Does she have a plan? Does it go in the corner? Oh, goodness, does it go in the corner? Oh, what a shot. What a shot. That was so good. Oh my gosh, the 4 to the 5, that shot on the 5, the speed to knock the 9 out of the way for the 6. What a phenomenal shot there. That was those couple 4 to 5. I did not see that. That was awesome. She got 4 balls and she could take the lead here. Just draw back a little bit. She want to leave herself that nice angle on the 7. I like the 8 in the side, but this much of an angle, the cue ball is going to go quite a bit unless she can really slow roll this. I hate slow rolling. So yeah, this is better choices. Definitely take the 8 in the corner. I like that a lot better. So this is just to, high English. Not a lot. That's not needed. Just making the ball. Right above center is fine. Just want to get right past the side pocket with the cue ball and back out to the table, just like that. Beautifully done. Straight in on the 9. Excellent. Nice. Nice. Great job, Emily. That was a nice out. All right, so we've got Sara's break here. It's going to be a powerful one. And it's pretty good. No, it's not. Oh, it's not. She did not make a ball. And even if she did, it would not have been a legal break. You got to get 3 past the headstring minus pocketed balls, and it looks like the 1 is the only one that made it. That 7 didn't quite make it. This is a beautiful rack to put Emily on the hill. I would really focus here because this is the opportunity that you need to kind of get ahead and give your opponent some angst in the chair that Emily's on the hill. So this is a great opportunity for Emily. She needs to just roll this cue ball up off the top rail there. This 2 ball, depending on how she chooses to play it, whether she wants to slow roll this or do like a stop shot or draw back just slightly, you really want to put the 3 in the side like she just kind of aimed up there and roll up for the 4. And then the rest of the table is just clear and open. So she chose a little slow roll. Great, nice speed control. Excellent, well done. She's got a great angle on the 3 to roll up for the 4. Yeah, she's looking at kind of where to leave that cue ball so she has an angle because the 5 doesn't go in the opposite corner pocket. So she wants to get the perfect angle on the 4 to draw back to put the 5 in the same pocket as the 4. I like the 6 to 7. The 6 has got an angle. It's up against the rail, so you can do that and slide over a bit for the 7. The 8 is a little tricky, I say. Not tricky, but tricky. Because really you want to get, shape to make that in the corner pocket where the 6 is, but the 9's in the way of a shape. So you'd have to put a little bit steeper angle on the 8, but wouldn't be a problem because a steeper angle on the 8 would roll the cue ball out for the 9. So if you haven't noticed here, my brain is playing 7 balls ahead, 8 balls ahead, the entire rack, which at this point she can do, so she changed her plan there because of the angle that she got on the 4. Maybe that was her original plan, I don't know. I don't like side pockets. Doesn't seem to bother Emily at all. So Mike, if you don't make the 3-point rule, you let your opponent a chance to go to the table. So the opponent cannot push out at that point if they give it back to the player that actually broke. The player that actually broke can push out, and that's the rule. But it eliminates, with a template rack, doing a soft break and making the wing ball, and soft breaking and leaving yourself an extremely easy open table, holding the cue ball right in the center is why that rule was made. It is a WPA rule, and it really has eliminated that soft break. People can break and run on a template rack very easily with a soft break. So Emily has asked for an extension from our shot clock operator here. She is doing the right thing and really bearing down and focusing on this rack because this is what's going to put her on the hill. So I like how determined she looks here. Wiped its feet a little. She'll take it anyway. She needs it not to be straight. And it's really straight. It's really straight. So she's looking at where her shot's going to be, which this is a tough place, but she's going to just have to stop that cue ball on the 7 and take the harder cut on the 8. If she makes the 8, just makes the 8 period, she has a shot on the 9. It's a tougher shot. She doesn't like it, but she's got to make 1 ball. She's just used her extension on the 6, and so she doesn't have a whole lot of time. She can see the shot clock if she just kind of looks over it. She's got 30 seconds, so she's got plenty of time to stay down on the ball here and make sure that she pockets this 8 ball. She doesn't want to miss it because then it would tie up 6-6, and it's just a reset again, race to 2. She missed it, and she almost jawed it up. Oh, Emily. Oh, she needed to make that ball. Man, I would have taken a few more seconds, stood back up. With a 40-second shot clock, you have plenty of time. Just the way this set has been going for her, that's a shot Emily doesn't miss. So Sara's not going to complain, not at all. Sara's taking her time here. That's what she needs to do. Good job. Very well done. Depending on where that 9 ball is whether or not she's going to I think it's a little farther up, kind of closer to us. The side. I don't know if she's going to, I think she's going to go to the corner. I really do. High English to avoid the scratch. Yep, that was the right shot there. Oh my goodness, we are tied up again, 6-6. All right, Emily's probably a bit frustrated, but she is up to break. Has a chance here. Made the wing ball. Made another 7 in the side. Made the 5 in the corner. And can see the 1 ball. She's got options. Unfortunately, the 1 ball is not in a good place to make it. A 4 and 8 are close together, but that 4 ball has pockets, side pockets, corner pockets. It looks like it definitely goes many places, so plenty of options there. I don't know, if she can control the angle of the cue ball, she can try. It's kind of like a bank, and send the 1 down table and let the angle of the 4 and 8 hold it. She can thin it and try to hide the cue ball all the way back here. Or just make the bank. That's just a great option. Let's just do that. I told you Emily knows how to bank. The only problem is she rolled just a bit too far, and I think that 2's right there. It is. It's right there. Look at her. You get the hand on the hip. She's like, Easta. I don't like it. I don't like it either. I wouldn't want this shot. I hate it. But she's a great safety player. Very good. Really proficient, actually, defensive player. And so I don't have any doubt that she'll figure something out here. Oh, she tried to hold that ball and hit the titty of that side pocket. You can see her. She's kind of talking to herself and questioning that choice. That was a really hard shot to hold. So Sarah's got 4 balls on the table. Roll up. It's 4 in the side and roll up for the 6. 8 in the opposite corner. And then depending on the angle on the 8, come up for the 9. So this is that was a really, really costly mistake there by Emily. Sara could get out here, and then Sara would be on the hill. It's amazing how this match has turned so quickly. Let's see if Sara can get it done. She ended up straight in on that 6. That's not a good start. Definitely not a good start there. She's going to draw back, I think, and try to put the 8 in the side. She's cueing low, really low. Nice. Oh, see that thing? I told you. I told you that thing. Sara can draw. Sara can really draw the ball. And she did. She would have preferred to have that 8 in the side, but I don't mind this. This is a great angle. If you just punch this ball, not any draw, because draw is risking getting the cue ball close to the side pocket, but just a nice little punch. Put the 8 in the corner. The cue ball will slide over for the 9 in the same corner pocket. And it's just a nice smooth stroke. So she didn't punch it. She kind of rolled it, which is why her cue ball got away from her. If she'd have punched it, it would have just slid really to that 3rd diamond down on the right, which is about where you want to be always to make the 9 ball. When the 9 ball holds in the template like that, 9 ball's always in that spot. You want to be about that 3rd diamond. But she rolled that ball too much, and it got away from her. So both these ladies making some really costly mistakes in these racks that are causing things to swing one way, sometimes swing back. Just not able to close out a rack here. Morning matches. Not everybody likes morning matches. I just saw somebody miss a 9 ball. Yeah, on another table, sorry. I'm slightly losing focus here. I think she's looking at making this in the side. Put high English on this ball. Now, if she misses it, but goes past or actually before, the cue ball is going to be up here. The nine's going to be at the center of the table down at the end. So it's not a bad choice. There's a backup safety to this. See? See this? See this? See this? She needs to travel a bit more. All right, so a bit more speed. That 9 would have been on the rail. And it would have been really ugly. Emily has options here. Mind you, she loves to bank. She's very good at it. She's got a clear bank into this corner pocket. Back to her left. She also can try to cut it. Now, if she tries to cut it, she needs to overcut it. If she's going to, you don't want to, you want to make sure to be on that overcut side. It's not that you're planning to miss the ball. You're not. You just don't want to hit this ball too full. You hit it too full, you sell it out. And so if you're going to cut it, you got to cut it thin. Cue ball is going to launch back up with outside English to the top. 9 ball is going to go before the corner pocket and come back out to that middle of the rail. And the way she's cueing, I'm pretty sure she's trying to cut it. Okay, so she undercut it. And that undercut is exactly what I said. You want to overcut that ball. Got to. And she hit it too full, which leaves it right in the pocket for your opponent every time. And Sarah's gotten a gift to put her on the hill. Oh goodness, so Emily's really just having a moment today. I'm feeling for her. Sarah's been missing a few things too, but we got some comedy going on here on table number 2. Definitely got something going on over here on table number 2. Let's check our live scores here. Okay, let's see. Nicole Albagaria is on the hill against Laura Smith. What a great match going on over there. Both tough players. Oh my goodness, Jessica Barnes and Caroline Powell are tied 6-6. Lonnie and Vera, I'm not sure, that rack's been going on for a bit, and they're 5-4. And then we have Natalie Chabot with a significant lead over Tanya Weiser, 6-2. It looks like they've got some clusters going on the table that I can see that's making their match take a little while. So lots going on. All right, Sarah's break and she's on the hill. Boy, wouldn't it be nice to just break and run here and close out this set. These are elimination matches. Just so you know, we are on the B side. So one of these players is done after, well, we only have a possible 2 more games. There's a safety here. Really want to leave the cue ball up behind the 9 or behind the 3. I think she got there. She did. That was very well done. That's a 1 rail kick for Emily. She's got to hit this. Her opponent's on the hill. You do not want to give ball in hand right now. She has got to hit this. She did. Oh, but she left a shot. Okay, so there's some choices here. 2 in the side. You could put a little bit of high left on this ball. It's going to be harder to do and travel the cue ball in between the 5 and 7 and back up, or you can do low outside and go in between the 5 and 6 and around the 6 ball with a little bit of draw, or up to the, you don't want to hit it. Oh gosh, you don't want to hit it. It's going to get in the way. Eesh. Oh, Sarah, she knows. She knows. I think she just rushed that shot. She's on the hill. She just rushed it. Gosh, what does she have of that? It's really hard to tell. She's 1 rail kicking. Oh goodness, that was her chance. She put a lot of English on this ball here. What's it going to do? What's it going to do? Oh, look at that. Leaving an open shot. Oh, this match could not keep swinging back and forth like this. It's making my head spin. Honestly, there's been a few racks like this where Emily should be out, and it was not, there's no such thing as a commentator's curse. I'm telling you right now, it does not exist. It is not me. It's not me. I don't even know what to say there. All right, so she did a one-rail kick there and was rewarded very nicely, leaving the 3 in a bad spot. Emily's a banker. I'm just saying, she banks like great. Then in this ball on the left, you risk running into the 8 unless you go 2 rails with the angle to leave the cue ball up table here behind the 9. Then you get to the right, you can try to hide the cue ball behind the 5 and into the 7. But again, I told you, Emily's a banker, and she's very good at it, very good at it. So this shot is hard. And she's been undercutting balls this entire match. She really needs to make sure she's kind of adjusting that contact point a bit. She's having a little trouble with cut shots. That she did that adjustment. That was much better. Goodness, yes, that's what I expect right there. So here, the natural tangent line, it looks like this shot kind of almost runs into the 7. So you can shoot this just a little below center. It'll pull it away just a little bit. She's actually cueing high on the ball. She must have. Okay, so it must have had enough there to not make sure that you want to hit that ball. Again, this is player's choice, whether you, how you shoot this. To simplify it, honestly, below center is going to pull just almost straight back for the 8. It will leave an angle, but that's fine. If you put a lot of low on it, it's going to pull it back more straight on for the 8. Yeah, so she just made it and rolled up. And she actually decelerated her cue a little bit there. I think the cue ball could have traveled a bit more, come back, but she doesn't want to do a whole lot with this cue ball. She wants to put the 9 in the corner pocket on the other side. Okay. One more ball tied up. We got a hill match going on. Come on, Emily. Center of the pocket. That was the heart of the pocket right there. Nice job. All right, Emily's break. She needs it to be a good one. Let's see what she's got. See if you can do that one on the side, wing ball as well, pocket two. She did. Oh, she wants to see that two ball so much right now, and she can. Look at that. She can. Open table, Emily. Emily, open table. Oh, yes, look at that. This is exactly where she wants to be. Honestly, you could do a stop shot on the two, and I think from that, yeah, you could put the three into the corner the way this is set and roll up for the five a little bit. Give yourself an angle, come back for the six. I love this. This is a great table. I'm not sure if you heard me there. Little grunt. Hey, Mike, I don't disagree, but I love straight in shot. Even over a ball. I love a straight in shot. Them are easy to see. There's a safe here. It's a good one too. She's gonna probably keep that two ball right behind this cluster. Or. Ooh, ooh, she get it? Yep. Oof, nice. Nice shot, Sara. Emily had control. She just gave it up. And now she's stuck in this really bad place where if she doesn't make a good shot here, she leaves something open for her opponent or she leaves ball in hand. She's got to hit this ball. She's got to hit this ball. It can go in the side on a two rail. Oh gosh, ladies and gentlemen, you can't get any closer on a two railer than that. You can't. That was close. I can't tell. I'm going to try and change some views here. Does that two go? Yeah, it does. I'm pretty sure that two goes in the side. It's a thin cut, but I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, she's looking at it. It does. It's a tough cut. Cue ball's going to fly, but the three's out in the center of the table. She almost made that two in the side. It was so close. She just needed to hit it so thin, a little bit fuller, it'd have gone in. And she'd have had a shot on the three, by the way. Just saying. Oh, what is she doing? Holy cow! What a shot! All right, so Nicole Albigaria has defeated Laura Smith. She'll continue on, and Laura's done in this event. The matches are getting tight here, ladies and gentlemen. There's a couple on the floor right now that are a hill. Somebody's on the hill. It looks like Natalie Chabot is on the hill 7-4. We've got Caroline Powell on the hill 7-6 against Jessica Barnes. This is a tough shot here for Sara. So, oh. I'm just gonna sigh. I'm just gonna sigh. That's just tough. Oh, you probably couldn't hear it there, but Emily was talking to the cue ball saying, go, 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 go. She wants to go past the side so she could get that angle on the 8 that she needs. Take your time, Emily. Make sure you're where you want to be. Big deep breath. 3 balls left to continue on in this event. So Gotta make them. She's double checking. Oh, her cue fell. That was that noise. Gotta fix that. Still got 15 seconds on the shot clock. She's fine. All right. Come on, let's see, let's see. Draw back. Don't put too much on it. We don't want to bobble this ball right now, Emily. Don't put too much on it. Just nice and smooth. Just nice and smooth. That's it. That's it. Hill, hill, and making it exciting. Emily closes it out. What a crazy match that was. Congratulations to Emily. Sara Miller will be done in this event after that, but what a match. All right, everybody, for Sara Miller. Great job. All right, I am signing off. I'm going to restart a new stream here in just a few minutes, so join us back. I still believe it's Susan Williams in the winner of a match that's still going on. We'll hop to the live scores real quick. As you can see, Lonnie's up 6-5 against Vera. We're going to be waiting for that match before we have an opponent for Susan Williams on the stream table next. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. If you want to keep up with the live scores right now, go to Digital Pool, Fairfield Invitational. You can see how these few matches that are still going on play out. There's quite a few people on the hill. I'll see you in just a few minutes.